viewers, friends, and family. My name is Okezie Michael, and in today's episode, we want to talk about your perception of city life. We did a video the other day where we discussed and mentioned the 5 bullet points that you must consider when making a decision to relocate, to move from either a rural or a smaller town to the city. And today, we want to talk about the first bullet point, which is city life is hyped, expectation is far from reality. And as much as possible, I'm going to make this video to be very brief and straight to the point so that you can be able to relate with it if you don't have the facts on ground. So the aim and the objective of making this video is not to dissuade any individual from making such a move from rural or smaller towns to the cities, but rather to present the facts and the realities on ground so as to enable all who are contemplating making such a move to make an informed decision. So in today's episode, we will be talking about the first bullet point, which is city life is hyped, expectation is far from realities. Now, I want you to take your mind to the very reason why you think living in the cities is better than where you currently reside. I want you to think and ask yourself, what is that reason why you think that relocating, that is moving from where you currently live to the cities like Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, what is that one reason that is motivating you to want to make such a move? Well, to many persons, it is the view that when they make such a move and relocate to the cities, they'll be able to make more money, to be able to meet up with their financial demands. But that is not often the reality, as seen in the cases of many individuals who have already done so. For those of you who have that mindset that when you move to the cities, you'll be able to make more income and will be able to meet up with your expenses, support your families, and pursue your dreams. While that may be true on one hand, have you also taken time to ponder on the high cost of living in the cities? I mean, what is money when it has no value? As much as possible, I will try to be as simple as possible so that every Dick and Tom will understand and relate with the point I'm trying to make. Now, let me be very practical. Do you know that as a result of high cost of living in the cities, that even if you make on a monthly basis an income of 200,000 naira and you deduct your cost of feeding, cost of transportation, and cost of accommodation, what you may have left may be far less when compared with someone who lives in a town like Umuahia, for example, which is the capital of Abia State, and who made an income of just half of the income you have made in Lagos, for example, and he has made 100,000 naira at the end of the month, and he deducts accommodation costs, feeding costs, and transportation costs, what he may have left may be higher than what you may have left, despite the fact that you have made ×2 of what he made as an income at the end of the month. Are you surprised how that plays out? Well, the reality is that I feel that there is this law of the higher you go, that's the higher you move from rural, from town to cities, the less the value of your income becomes. And that is why after spending years in the cities and you travel back home to reunite with your friends, your loved ones, your family, and you come to realize that some of these your friends and relatives whom you left behind and have traveled to the city for years, hustling, you come to realize that many of them have achieved better things than yourself. Most of them have built houses for their families, and you're still paying rent in the city. That is the sad reality. The high cost of living in the cities can actually make it seem as if you're not doing much, despite the fact that you have not just doubled, but tripled your hustle while in the city just to be able to meet up, but yet you're not able to see value. I want to take time now to digest on this subject to break it down further, to make you realize the reason why someone who lives in the city like Lagos, who makes an income, a monthly income of 200,000 naira, and after deduction of expenses, may have very little to show for it when compared with someone who lives in a smaller town and who has just made half of that income, let's say 100,000 naira, and is able to accomplish more than this individual who have not just doubled his hustle but has tripled his hustle because of the challenges of life in the cities. If you find our video of value, please like, share, and subscribe. And tell us how you feel about the content we are making. By your comments, we will get to know any area we need to make improvements, and we also get to know what your feelings are on the subject we are discussing. So feel free to share your comments with us and subscribe, like, and share our videos. Thank you.